Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us this afternoon for our webinar on business recovery, digital marketing strategies to try now. My name is Brianne Galli. I'm the marketing manager at Pursuit, and I'm very excited to introduce our guest today, Erin Sendor, who is a digital marketing expert. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Erin to get started on the presentation. But if you have any questions as the presentation moves forward, please submit them in the questions module, and we will get to them at the end of the presentation. All right, Erin, go ahead.
Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. No matter how much your business is impacted by the present crisis, an online presence has never been more important. During these uncertain times, digital marketing can truly serve as a lifeline for your small business. So let's get in to see what we'll learn today. Next slide. Today we will discuss 5 major strategies, some tips and tools that you can use in your digital marketing, as well as how a thoughtful, creative strategy is vital to keep your business running and moving forward. Next slide. I'll start off by introducing myself. My name is Erin Sendor, and I'm born and raised in Buffalo, New York. I'm a Pursuit Consulting Corps member and a digital marketing specialist with over 5 years of experience across a wide range of industries. Next slide. Over the next 20 minutes, I look forward to sharing some actionable tips that I sincerely hope will be helpful to your small business and your current digital strategy. I have also included recent examples from small local businesses in the Buffalo, New York area to illustrate these strategies. So the first strategy is communication in order to keep customers directly informed. This first tip may seem very obvious. However, the importance of communication during this time cannot be overstated. Along with many other businesses, you are most likely pivoting your operations, with considerable changes in how you interact with customers. Therefore, continuing to keep your customers updated is crucial. So, how can you keep your customers informed? Next slide. Here are some actionable ways to communicate these changes digitally. For essential businesses, send clear, real-time communications on how customers can reach you and openly state any safety measures. Throughout your communications, be sure to maintain a consistent message to reduce confusion and be transparent about your operations. First, ensure your information is correct on all online channels, including contact information, new business hours, and any changes in your services, such as takeout and delivery options. Update your website, landing pages, and social media channels to reflect your current operations and share any updates. If your business is taking extra precautions, don't be afraid to share these updates, and this will also help to ease any customer concerns. If you are receiving numerous repeat questions, consider updating or adding a frequently asked questions page to your site. Inform your customers of changes and specials through email blasts. And for major changes and updates, consider adding a highly visible pop-up or banner to your website. In the next slide, I have an example for you. So Catholic Health Hospital System's website utilizes a large noticeable banner directly on the homepage to share critical information regarding COVID-19, with links to specific pages for the latest updates. Next slide. In this example from Lloyd Taco Factory, they share their new rules for ordering tacos on their social media channels by showing exactly how to pick up your order while safely practicing social distancing. Some businesses might be tempted to go dark online, however, continuing to build your online presence may be the answer to keeping your business running. If possible, consider taking your digital strategy to the next level. Whether beginning to sell your products or services online, or simply offering extra communication and engagement, this further develops trust and awareness of your brand. No matter what, keep your audience informed. Next slide. In this example from a coffee shop, while customers cannot currently visit Public Espresso's cafes, they continue to post on-brand, informative updates about their current offerings that are available, as well as connecting with their customers for when they are ready to welcome them back. In this post, as you can see, they highlight what we're doing, selling online, still roasting, staying optimistic, and hoping to see you soon. Next slide. The second strategy is targeted reach, to help customers in need virtually. Think about your target customers and what they really need during this time. Actively and empathetically consider the needs and concerns facing your core customer base, and work on problem-solving these issues. Be sure that you maintain an appropriate message and work to deliver value. If your business provides essential items or services, especially related to health and wellness, now is the time to actively advertise your offerings for maximum impact. For most industries, focus on customer needs in the short term. For some industries, such as the travel industry, adjust your strategy towards longer-term thinking and promoting future services. So, how can you target your customers? Next slide. Decide how your products or services can serve demand remotely. Concentrate on what you do best and what will drive performance. What is most useful and practical for your target market. Create and share content that speaks to the customer's current needs and concerns. Don't be afraid to ask your customers what they want, and then respond accordingly. In the case of this bakery, while they are not able to open for full service, customers asked for them to bring back their renowned cinnamon buns. And with the photo in the example, I'm sure you can see why. This business shows they are listening to customers, and in return, they are definitely receiving a highly positive response. They posted another photo of their curbside pickup, and you should see the line of cars picking up their pastries. So, how can you continue to reach your key customers online? Through remarketing, this allows you to target previous website visitors. Remarketing campaigns drive performance by offering focused, well-timed ads to those who have already interacted with your business. You can reach new customers through paid search marketing and social media advertising, which allow targeting to your key demographics. And even with a smaller budget, digital advertising can be cost-effective to help you achieve results. Next slide. In the case of produce peddlers, this online marketplace created for buying and selling produce has found demand by recently switching its target from the B2B market to now making its produce marketplace available to consumers, as well as offering CSA boxes for pickup and delivery. After finding demand in the online grocery category, they have adjusted their target customer. Next slide. Strategy 3 is local outreach in order to engage with your community online. For small businesses that rely on their surrounding community, localized marketing efforts should be central in your strategy. Increasingly, your community or virtual community wants to support local businesses. whether through takeout or delivery from neighborhood restaurants, online shopping from local stores, or virtual services. Next slide. In the case of the Grange Community Kitchen, this local restaurant featuring inspired dishes incorporating fresh ingredients is now offering curbside pickup and delivery within the nearby area. Through interacting with customers online, asking for suggestions, and sharing real-time menu updates, this neighborhood restaurant stays actively engaged and top of mind. As a business driven by the community, ensure your content strategy provides local intent and offers products or services relevant to your market. In what ways can your business expand local reach? Next slide. Optimize your website for local search engine optimization to ensure a geographically targeted web presence. For example, this means if a potential customer in your area performs a Google search for takeout near me, you will want your restaurant to appear in the search results. Next slide. Be sure to post community updates on your website and social media channels and focus a renewed effort on quality customer service. Be attentive to your customers. Be sure to reply to any messages and comments. Thank your customers and followers on your social media channels and share all of the ways they can continue to support your business. From posting about merchandise available online to offering digital gift cards or future passes, make it as easy as possible for customers to show their support. Just in the last week, Instagram has quickly released new tools to make it easier for small businesses to feature gift cards, online food orders, and fundraisers in their Instagram profiles or stories. In the spirit of supporting your own community, be sure to also give shout-outs to any partner businesses, as well as complementary businesses. Remember, we are all in this together. On the next slide, if the core of your company relies on engaging with customers, find ways to create and develop your community online. On the last slide, sorry. In this example from Revolution Buffalo, this group fitness center has a vibrant following, and through social media, virtual workout classes, and an online shop with merchandise, they are continuing to motivate their community. And on to strategy 4. For the fourth strategy, now is the time to be innovative and pivot your business digitally. Depending on your industry, consider all of the ways to safely continue your services and creatively connect with your audience. How can you appropriately position your offerings and make your business available during this time? If possible, consider providing your products or services online or applicably adjusting your current e-commerce strategy. So, how can you make your business available digitally? Next slide. On the next slide, if you have not already set up e-commerce online or through Instagram shopping to offer your products or services online, you can promote what makes your business unique, including your most relevant products or services, your hardworking employees, and any top specialties. Showcase your offerings in a new way. For example, put together a visually pleasing gift box or package relevant services together. In the case of natural beauty store Beauty Organics, they've been focusing on increased production of their hand sanitizers and soaps, as well as presenting a thoughtful gift idea with self-care packages. During this time, be sure to also give your business a human voice. Show why people should continue to support you, your employees, and your business. Share educational tips about your products or services on your website's blog and on social media channels. You may even consider using webinars. Create engaging video content, do a live stream with Facebook Live or Instagram Live, or try a new platform such as video sharing app TikTok. And in this example, MuseJar, an art supply, studio, and event space, is offering a creative escape during this time with art supplies available through the online shop, as well as virtual classes and workshops. And on to our fifth and final strategy. Right now, the world needs more good news and generosity, not tone-deaf or overly salesy messages. Aligning with your company's values, be inspiring in a helpful, authentic way that connects with your audience and applies with the current situation. Showcase an upbeat, useful take on your products, or offer extra services that are practical and necessary during this time. Complementing the local outreach strategy, look for ways to inspire and champion your community. Next slide. If it is feasible for your business, find ways to donate your products or volunteer your services. Spread encouragement by supporting healthcare workers or giving back to the community in some way, and then share with your online community how you are helping others. In the case of Fresh Catch Poke and the Western New York Feeds the Front Lines cause, they are donating meals each week in support of healthcare workers on the front lines. Through donations, as well as offering specials and build your own poke packs to create their colorful, healthy bowls at home, Fresh Catch is offering support in their own way. In what other ways can you connect with your audience? Next slide. Be realistically positive with your content strategy by sharing encouraging news and relevant, inspiring content. Post visually appealing imagery and customer favorites to engage with your loyal followers. Share your company values on your website and social media channels. In this example from Oxford Pennant, this flag has gone viral in a good way. This popular "Together We Will See It Through" flag offers an inspiring message and also offers an opportunity to make a donation. Next slide. A great way to generate excitement as well as leads for your business is by running a giveaway or contest. Another way to engage with your loyal patrons is by sharing their photos or videos of your product, which is known as user-generated content. Be sure to also give credit and ask permission when necessary, but people will love to see their own content being shared. Next slide. I also wanted to mention an example from the last slide from plant-based milk company Elmhurst. They actually created a combined giveaway with some of their top-selling products from their own line as well as complementary brands. And this giveaway is targeted to their main demographic, featuring products that promote healthy eating as well as a much-needed treat that can be enjoyed at home. And that concludes our 5 strategies. So here's just a recap and how you can incorporate these 5 strategies into your digital strategy. Communicate and inform your customers. Target the audience where you can deliver the most value. Focus on cultivating and connecting with your community online. enhance the online presence of your business, and connect your brand with your audience. Especially for small businesses, the disruption of normalcy and uncertainty are unnerving. Whether your strategy right now is focused on short-term survival or long-term planning, digital marketing can be a much-needed boost for your bottom line, while maintaining critical safety measures and doing your best to support your employees and community. Thoughtfully and innovatively adjust your strategy and emphasize what your business offers at the moment. And on to our final phase of this webinar. So thank you again for joining us today. Now I'll open up time for any questions you may have, and I will do my best to answer them.
Thank you so much, Erin. That was really informative. And we have a couple of questions that have come in here. The first question is, what are some of the differences in digital marketing now versus before we've experienced this pandemic?
Well, I would say for certain industries, this is definitely more evident than others. For the travel industry or services industry where, business was kind of as usual. Now they're really having to adapt, as no one is traveling right now, no one's going to the hair salon, no one's getting their nails done, all of these, businesses that offer hospitality or leisure services are severely impacted. So whereas they were sharing, more information on, booking your trip, now the content is more focused on planning for a future trip or, trying to think about like what you want to do in the future. For certain industries, I mean, for restaurants or, anything food related, where they, were showcasing, dining in the restaurant. Now they're showcasing what food you can order for delivery or curbside pickup. And, maybe the content is still similar. Maybe they're sharing, delicious food items or, a nice, dining setting. Now it's, these are the ways that you can still, pick up, our food to go, or, these are the ways that you can still, connect with our service online. So instead of, okay, for a workout class, instead of coming to the workout studio, now here are the ways to, virtually continue your workouts.
Yeah, and Erin, something I've noticed is that with digital marketing, it seems that companies are communicating more than they ever did before. Whereas, maybe they would do a post a day on social media. I'm seeing just in my own personal use of media, companies constantly communicating new offerings, where to find them, what they're doing, which I think is really great. And it helps you feel more connected than ever during this time.
No, I agree with that completely. I mean, I've totally noticed that as well, where now people are almost over communicating, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because, right now online is kind of the only option, to have any sort of social connection. So, they're really utilizing that, and they are trying, for a lot of businesses, they are trying to maintain, their brand as well as kind of invoking a more human tone and, trying to connect with their audience because, life is not normal right now. So we're all facing some new normal,
Right.
lifestyles.
So we have another question in here, which is a little more focused on e-commerce, but maybe you could provide some insights on strategies for this. They asked, how can they move more products digitally without losing much margin? Do you have any advice on how people can be promoting more products digitally, especially if they were not selling them digitally before?
As I mentioned in the presentation, one easy way to start incorporating more products in, if you have already an Instagram account, there's actually Instagram shopping, which allows you to actually sell through the Instagram app. So if you have if you post a photo of one of your products, you can actually tag the product in the post and people can buy right through Instagram. That's kind of, especially for product businesses, that's kind of one of the easiest way to, really get into e-commerce. If you do already have a website, you can build out, e-commerce and allow people to shop on your website. I've seen, very small businesses who've never sold online. They're now offering products or even just gift cards for different services. You can start offering at the very least like gift cards or future passes. Just I guess any way to kind of bring in some cash flow at this time. It's, anything is helpful. And those are just like simple ways to continue reaching your customers.
Sure. So we've got a bunch of questions that have come in now, so we'll try to get through as many of these as we can.
Okay.
Have you seen any trends that have developed in digital marketing that might carry on beyond the shutdown? Things that people have been doing now with SEO or Google AdWords that you think will continue to be a trend once everything begins to open up again?
I think they're definitely, well, we already mentioned kind of over communicating and, more of an emphasis on communication. But I think the trend of, very localized marketing will continue on. So through local SEO, you're really focusing on targeting, people in your community, people in a geographic area. I think it'll be kind of more focused marketing. We're seeing that a lot now, especially with small businesses who, can only deliver in a small area. So I think, that's like, instead of just focusing on social media, like more businesses will kind of, create a website during this time. They'll kind of, if they may already have kind of a digital to-do list, creating a website and building out an e-commerce strategy, as we said before, but, also focusing on, as you mentioned, ads, like maybe they'll put, more money into a digital advertising budget versus more traditional marketing means. Maybe you won't have as much if you used, I don't know, like billboards or TV commercials or newspaper advertising. Maybe you'll kind of shift more to a digital approach. So I think that will kind of, it'll definitely be a digital first world kind of. We're definitely seeing that now everything is happening online.
And there's actually a great question right after this to build on what you were saying. They asked, for a small business, how can we target just our local market? How are we able to get email addresses? Are there any apps that we can use for targeting just our local area?
So I'll bring up one of the kind of tips I gave to run a giveaway or contest. That's a really great way to actually get leads and get email addresses. You can actually create, a giveaway, whether it's product or service, and, in order to enter the giveaway, they have to provide you, with some contact information, email, or, whatever you're looking for, phone number, whatever it may be. So that's a really great way, and it's an exciting way to engage with your customers as well. There's there's other, I guess, lead generation campaigns. That's kind of one of the easier ones, I would say. But I mean, even just offering a coupon, you see on all these websites, anytime first access a website, you get a pop-up that says, hey, do you want 15% off, 20% off? And then you provide your email. And so you're kind of giving that exchange with them. That's another, just easy way, provide something to your customer and they'll give you their email.
All right, well, that is all the time we have today, Erin. Thank you so much for your time and for this very informative presentation. We will be sharing the recording as well as the slides later this week. And thank you all for joining us today.
Thank you for joining and thank you for having me.
Thanks.
Have a great day.
You too.